Welcome to another unboxing from theplayersaid.com. My name is Grant. Today I am unboxing a new game from Worthington Publishing, fresh off of Kickstarter, called Crusader Kingdoms, The War for the Holy Land. The game is designed by Jesus Peralta and literally just came out. So this was on Kickstarter about 6 months ago. I want to say in February or so, just before the pandemic. And it now just fulfilled and released and was shipped the past week. So the game is an interesting game. It's a 1 to 4 player. So you can play it solo. Let's go ahead and I wanted to show you this as I was looking at it. So the solitaire suitability is high because it has a fully developed AI system for solitaire play. The game is very low in complexity, plays in about an hour, and really is in the line of games from Worthington where you can play in 1 hour. They've got several of those out recently that have come out. Another one that came out along with this one was French and Indian War. It also plays in an hour. It's a block war game. This is a little different. It's kind of a modified area control, uses cards to drive the action. Here you can see the cards where my thumb is. And then it has some very interesting components, garrisons and castles that show control of territory as well as your forces. So the game is played over 3 turns. So it's not necessarily a long and involved game, but it is interesting and it does look interesting. I'm unboxing it mainly because I want to get this to the table. I would love to play it this weekend solitaire and just see how it goes. One of the things that Worthington does that I really enjoy, and this is actually, rather than a rules booklet, it's a rules pamphlet, but they provide you 2 copies of the rule book. I really like that. I feel like more publishers should do that. But you can see here is the rules, and I say pamphlet because it's pretty small. It's not a huge rule book. It is full color. It is semi-gloss. Or glossy. It is glossy. And there's only 16 pages in the rule book, so there you go. A couple of these are examples of play, a couple of these pages. So it's not really that, deep of a game. It's not... Here you can see the rules for the Muslim bot game rounds. You can see rules here for solitaire and 2-player game, special rules. You can also play this as a 3 to 4 player game, which is kind of cool. It's hard for us to get people together to play these kind of games. They don't necessarily always want to play with us. Maybe it's because I'm a bad sport, or maybe it's because Alexander just tries to cause havoc. But we can't get our group to play these kind of games very often. But yeah, the rules are fairly simple. You can see there's about 8 or 9 pages of them. Very simple, should be a simple game to learn and hopefully a simple game to play, which does not equate to simplicity itself. And here you can see those really cool components. We'll talk about those here in a minute. This mounted map board, it's a small mounted map board, but it is double-sided. I'm going to lay that there and give you a better look at it. It is double-sided because you use a different map for what player count you are using. I'm trying to see where this is noted. So anyway, there's one of the maps, and then you flip it over, and I think this is the solitaire play. Yeah, my guess is this is the solitaire map because here at the top, you've got Muslim hand, Muslim discard, Muslim response, armies in play. My guess is that that's how you track the bot as you're playing it. Or maybe it's not. Maybe it's just a cool place. But you can see the map, very simple. It is a map of the Crusades in the Holy Land. So there you can see Damascus, Jerusalem there at the bottom right, Accra, Tripoli, Latakia, Antioch, etc. And then here's the Mediterranean. So really, geographically, the map should be twisted like that, but it's oriented in that way. So it's a nice looking board. I like the art. You're going to have to put a couple heavy games on it to to weight it down. One of the features of this game, and if you look at it here just sitting in the box, you can't really see it. Let me pull that up closer to you. But there's a plastic protector or a lid on top of this special tray. And I had a hard time getting this out the other day, and it looks like mine has some fingerprints on it. I was messing around with it. But you can see it's a clear top. You just take that off, discard it. And then you have access to each player's components. The dice, there is a die there you can see, and custom dice. There's a 6-sider, and then a bunch of custom dice, and then here are the cards. They are vacuum packed, sealed for freshness. Let's go ahead and, sorry, it's a joke. Alexander and I always laugh at that. Now, let me go ahead and pour those out. Don't need that baggie anymore. But you can see, here's a close-up of those, and once again, this is a castle, and that shows control of a territory, and then these are your garrisons. So that's the only pieces that are in the game. But you can see they fit well into those little trays, and then that plastic lid is going to keep them ordered so that you don't have a mess. Let's go ahead and open the custom dice. I always enjoy custom dice no matter what they are. But here you can see there are 8 of these custom black dice. And it appears, let me put the rest of those down. There are only, it looks like 2 different symbols. I think that's a Muslim symbol. And then here, obviously, you have the Crusader symbol. So with 6 sides, it appears that there are 3 Muslim symbols there. You can see all of them at once. And you kind of flip that over and you've got the 3 Crusader symbols. So yeah, nice looking dice. We'll see how those are used when I read through the rules. But the game is card driven, or uses cards to at least start the action. I'm going to go ahead and open these up. Once again, this is not a deep game, meaning this is not a game that's going to take you 4 hours to learn and play. I think you're going to learn it in about 20 minutes and then play it in about an hour. But it looks like there are 2 different decks. There is a Christians deck, and they are red. And it appears that there's maybe 30 cards. And then you've also got Muslim cards, which are green. So let's go ahead and flip those over and take a look at the differences. And I believe there are 3 types of cards. There are event cards, troop cards, and then there are response cards. So let's go ahead and, so this is a response. So you can see response listed. Love the art as well. Champion, you can change 1 Muslim shield result to a Crusader shield result of your choice on your die roll. So manipulating the dice. Here's an event. Secession, you can replace up to 3 cards from your hand, including this one, with new cards drawn from the deck. So if your hand's terrible, you can get some new cards out. Here's a troop card. Turcopolis, I'm sorry if I butchered that name, has a value of 2, and then here's another one, Armed Pilgrims, that has a value of 3. So I think these troop cards are going to be used when you're battling. For instance, you're going to initiate a contact and a battle. You're going to throw a card down, they're going to throw a card down, and then I think you're going to roll some dice to adjudicate those battles. So nice looking cards. I think the art is great. That was a Christian deck that we looked at. Once again, similar cards. You've got event, troops, and response. Here's Muslim peasants and then Turkomans. So yeah, really great looking cards. I love the art. The graphic design is very nice. We've looked at the components. I gave you a look at the board. Yeah, I think this game is going to be pretty interesting. I do enjoy card-driven games. I think they're fun, and especially one that has a solo option, and 2, that is easy to learn, easy to play, and get on the table. I think that's going to be fun. So, very interested in this game. Just got it yesterday. Wanted to do an unboxing today so that I can get through the rules. I'd love to play a couple times solo this week, and then maybe try to play with Alexander in the next week. So, Thanks for watching. I've been Grant from the Player's Aid.